What is introspection? It is a research method used by psychology. The short answer is that it's research in which the researcher studies his or her own mind rather than the minds of other subjects. So what is the difference between introspection and a case study? Well, introspection is a study that you, the researcher, do on yourself, whereas a case study is a research that you, the researcher, do on someone else, such as a patient. Both case studies and introspection have a small and non-representative sample of only one person. The APA dictionary is pretty brief when it describes introspection: an approach to research in which participants describe their conscious experiences. Now, that's a little bit vague. I'm going to offer a more precise and in-depth definition. Introspection is an individual researcher's in-depth reflection about the narratives underlying his or her own thoughts, emotions, and actions. This comes from our 2022 book about narratives. Let me clarify what introspection is not. It's not just thinking about the theoretical explanations and concepts associated with a question in psychology. It's not just about experiencing emotions or being conscious of one's actions. And certainly introspection is not giving vague statements about people in general. Introspection, when done well, speculates about the interrelationships between thoughts, emotions, actions, as well as the sensations and memories that sustain them. There are certain things that introspection cannot do. Introspection cannot prove how widespread are those thoughts, emotions, and actions. We would need a survey for that. Nor can introspection prove the validity or reliability of the measurement of a variable. Once again, a survey would be required for that. Introspection cannot prove the cause of a given effect. An experiment would be best for that. And introspection cannot prove the effectiveness of a treatment. That again would be best handled by a randomized controlled trial experiment. So introspection then is an individual researcher's in-depth reflection about the narratives underlying his or her own thoughts, emotions, and actions. A great limitation of introspection is that the underlying narratives often justify an individual's values and behaviors and excuse failures and even immoral acts. So the conclusion we come to about the value of introspection is that it is a great starting point, suggesting some possible links between variables. That can lead to surveys and experiments for future verification.